What up everyone, my name is Nightrow and welcome back to some more Mabinogi G21 Finale Part 2. On the last episode, I finally beat the doppelganger boss in this story, and it only took me 2 weeks just to beat it. Now, originally I started recording this like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I finally beat it last night. And now I can actually finally continue. Hopefully, I'll be able to beat the story in time to get the armor from the event. Well, the one that I get to pick. Well, let's get it started. Huh? What just happened? For a few moments, you seem to disappear entirely, Nightrow. When you disappeared, Talvish faced down Sickle, and the former god vanished as though he were chased out. Nightrow, are you okay? You were in real danger just now, weren't you? I'm so glad you're okay. If it hadn't been for Talvish. Is it that is it that he meant to sacrifice you to fulfill some goal, or was your death and that's the purpose that drove his actions? Either way, it's a monstrous treacherous deed for one who wears the mantle of the godhood. Is that what he was trying to do? How could he do that to Nightrow? And why would he, especially after all Nightrow has done? There is a certain sort of logic to it. If we look back at the sequence of events and thus far, it would explain much of what has happened. Take for instance your very body, Nightrow. Looking at it objectively, you are an alien existent in this world, an otherworldly being, who also possess nigh endless otherworldly powers. A power that brings imbalance, some might say. But even if that's true, if Talvish hasn't been there to intervene, Nairo, you might have actually died. Alan face pales. Nairo, may I speak with you for a moment? The wind calls you in over a hushed tone. You see his hesitation focused on Talvish. We know Talvish is strong, but strong enough to drive off a god? Nightrow, have you ever seen him exhibit that level of power before? I know I certainly never have. Alright, let's assess the situation. The Elder's body was not sealed in the sanctum, and now his prophets are they really gone? It sure seems that way. Sickle eliminated the prophet just like that. It's hard not to see that is a good thing, but Nightrow, I cannot believe he will target you all along with them. As for you, Talvish, what do you do back there? Whoa! What the heck was that? Seriously, I just felt another huge distortion. You hear a hurried footstep approaching from the entrance to the sanctum. Evelyn, Nightrow, is everybody okay? Yo, Nightrow, you're still breathing. God dang nabbit. What? What the heck? Wait, what? Is Talvish secretly the one of the elders? Or maybe a descendant or something? Well, shit. Sorry, I've been starting for a bit in this video. Like, I took a little break from recording the story because of the whole doppelganger thing, but let's see if I can continue forward. You approach Merlin, but he seems overcome by shock. Poke him. What? You startled me. Merlin, after spacing out and collecting himself, seems to have only now fully registered your presence. But moments later, Merlin looked back towards Talvish as though he had just seen a ghost. Whoa, this is heavy, Nightrow. I'm not just a crazy man seeing things that aren't there, right? Okay, so I want you to hit me real quick, okay? Seem to then Thinking better of it, Bernie insisted, giving himself a full slap across the cheek, crying out in pain. Damn it! Ouch, that hurts! Ugh! Guess that proves that I'm not dreaming at least. Hey, what's with this weird look you're giving me? I did it myself because I realized that. I probably died if you actually hit me. But more importantly, all these folks are those knights you hanging out with, right? You know, the Asian something or other, the protector of this world, Aaron, mightiest heroes. Caswell inserted himself into the one-sided conversation, completely ignoring Merlin. There doesn't seem to be any major injuries. Talvish, is everything under control here? The what? Talvish? Are you telling me Talvish is that fella over there? With the wavy blonde hair and... If you're referring to me, I am indeed Talvish. Huh? Okay. Wow. I'm gonna need a minute, yes. So... I know we just met and this is a weird question, but... Do you know if you ever had an ancestor with the same name or something? You're a strange fellow, aren't you? An ancestor that shares my name? I'm sorry, Merlin, but not one comes to mind. Huh. Weird. Must just be a coincidence then. Wait a minute. How do you know who I am? The same reason you know who I am, Merlin. So we meet again. Do you know him, Talvish? How was an outsider able to enter the sanctum, Talvish? Is he an acquaintance of yours? You could say that. Yes, I know him. Well, to put a finer point in it, he's someone I met long ago. Talvish, level with me here. What happened? Did you pass the mantle of commander to someone else, or have you still been commander all this time? Has your health improved? Have you recovered? Wait. Let's like this wagon up a bit. Do these people even know what you are? How did things even escalate this far in the first place with you around? Wait, what? Try as I might, I don't really understand anything that guy is talking about. Merlin, what are you talking about? You interrupt Merlin's rambling and ask him what's going on. I'm not rambling if that's what you're thinking. Do you remember Nightrow, that story I told you last time we met? The guy who got me out of a jam when I was in trouble. That was Talvish. I don't remember the story. The strongest among the secret order that heed the will of Adam Simani. The man who founded the Divine Unknowns for effortlessly wielding a massive blade. That's him right there. The founder? What is he talking about? I don't understand. What is he saying? Is the blathering of a fool? It has to be. With all of this chaos, we already have far too much on our plates. We're no time to indulge on outsider nonsense, right, Talvish? Talvish, say something. We should wrap things up here and get back to nonsense. Lady, you're the one who doesn't know what you're talking about. Seriously, what the hell's going on here, Talvish? Are you all right now? Have you finished up with everything? Not yet. The greatest and most important task remains yet undone, my friend. Talvish? Are you saying this interloper is telling the truth? He is indeed, Evelyn. See, what did I tell you? So, what happened, Talvish? Did you quit your job as a commander, or just, well, what is that situation anyway? How do you explain to them what you are? What he is? I'm afraid I have no time for a lengthy explanation, but I have to confess, I never would have expected this to meet you in Avalon, of all places, Merlin. It's been far too long. Too long? Too long? How can you just talk like there's nothing weird about this? Your comments about everything is starting to freak me out. You're claiming Talvish is the very same elder who founded the Alban Knights, but there's no way that's even possible. I suppose circumstances have taken the turn they have. Now, It's a good time as any to tell the truth of the matter. The truth? Merlin has a right of it. I am the founder of the Alban Knights. Talvish, what are you saying? You must be joking, Talvish. This is no time for such a farce. It's neither a joke nor farce, Avalon. The elders who long age established the Knight, the commander who sealed off Avalon, that was, whether that is me. Yup, that's what I say basically. Whoa, wait a minute. You guys sound like you didn't know. Does that mean he never told you anything? Well, that's not what I was expecting. Talvish, is this really how you wanted them to find out about it? Talvish, you really had me going there. Stop, stop this absurdity, Talvish. Whatever you meant by it, the jest has gone well beyond the bound of tasteful humor. As Talvish remained silent, an uncomfortable hush fell across the gathered sanctum. Talvish, what is this all about? You break the silence, asking Talvish to further explain what's going on. Talvish clear blue eyes slowly meet your gaze. Nightrow, or should I say Nightrow, my old friend. All that Merlin said is true. I am the elder. This is all very confusing. How is that even possible? I mean, basically the same way I'm still alive, I guess, even though I think he's still from this world, whatever. See? Bam! Just like I told you. Long ago, I founded the Alban Knights, moved the followers of Avalon. They sealed the sacred land myself. Then sealed the secret lands myself. Okay, I said it right. I'm the first sword of Adam's to many. I communicated with Nightrow through the necklace while defending Avalon, and I tried to glimpse the future before sealing Avalon from within. Yes, that was me you spoke with then. Yeah, and then you met me, and we had a long talk about the future and all. We promised each other we'd do our best to protect the world from the bad guys. But Talvish said that he needed to recover first. At least that's how I remember it. Is that how you remember it, Talvish? Yes, I recall the discussion we had back then rather clearly. Cool. Glad it wasn't just my vivid imagination. Righto. Anyway, hey, wait a minute. Was this back then stuff that makes it sound weird? For some reason, Merlin is kinda reminded me of that fool. Whatever. Well, from my perspective, it has been a long time since we met, Merlin. After you had returned to your proper era, I patiently continued to watch over the world, and in time, I eventually decided, era? Wait, Merlin, did you time travel? Okay, I had to find that out eventually. Eventually, I decided I wanted to make a difference. I wanted to instigate the change I wished to see. In a world destined to be corrupted from self-indulgence, lack of faith, and conflict too numerous to count. You what? Oi. What does it even mean? Talvish continued his countenance crestfallen. For a long time, I struggled to understand Adam Simani's wills, to comprehend how I might best serve his ideal. Ultimately, the conclusion I have arrived is this. Perfection can only be attained where there is balance. Light divides itself in relation to darkness, and by the same token, shadow cannot be cast within light. A guardian's power is meaningful only with the threat arises. That is mine to defend against. All that happened leading to this moment was in service of this desire, and now here we are. I've come to take the final step for this long journey, the step that will herald a new beginning. What step? Here upon the sacred stone I will at last throw off. This cage of flesh, reborn as a transcending being, and opposite myself I will open a gate to an outer realm, calling forth an entity with the power to shake the world. You can't be serious. You feel an even greater power radiating forth from Talvish. Okay, I don't even know how to say that. You feel the immense, nearly crushing presence of Talvish emanation of divine light. I realize this might be hard for you to understand for a while. I struggle to believe it myself, however. My divine light is undeniable proof that the path I have chosen is right. My power was bestowed by Adam Semeni himself, and that power has never left me or wavered, as I have tempered my will and striven to realize my goal. But that is a logical assumption to make. But how how could that be? All the battles we fought, all the struggles we endured. This whole time you've been using us. A betrayal for your own gain. Betrayal? Come, you have the wrong idea. I truly believe that what I'm doing is for the good and the good of all. That's the path I have chosen is right. I don't think any could have stopped me at any time, yet he never done so. What further proof do you need that I'm doing this in his will? Perhaps he too considered some level of sacrifice unavoidable. I cannot speak with authority as to what is, and it's not important in his eyes. But I believe that all has transpired so far was necessary to bring the world to this point. It's difficult to believe, to be sure, but there's too much of a ring of truth to it to dismiss that is a lie. Man, I can't even read. Are you trying to tell me that all the misery and suffering the prophet's caused was all the will of Adam Semeni? Evelyn. Yes, that's what I believe. Or there's a plan we're fated never to see success. After all, their methods were flawed from the beginning. As the guardian of the world henceforth, I promise to be vigilant, to do my due diligence. That is, with the aid of the Alban Knights, of course. You will help me, won't you? That's... How can you just expect us to agree to that? Think back, Evelyn, to the realities of the world. Remember the world you saw as you saw it after joining the Alban Knight. Your memories ought to be clearer than anyone's. It makes me sad, angry too. You took it really hard, Evelyn. Gotta stuff your nose. So did I. Talvish, I understand what you're trying to say. So this power you have, it's all because you've been following Adam Semeni's will. Guys, shouldn't you be a little more, worked up? You must feel Talvish's divine light as well. It's not plausible that he could wield Adam Semeni's power like that if he were acting against his will. His light is overwhelming, stronger than anyone's I've ever felt before. The knights continue to grapple with their shocked Talvish turn towards you. It seems there's something he wishes to say to you. Okay, with that I finished the quest. Let's see, what is the next quest here? Talk to Talvish, talk to him again. And there's a shadow mission. This one looks a bit annoying to deal with. I'll see if I can do it. Hopefully it's not hard. Well, let's never mind. I was gonna say to skip to until I get the next quest, but it's already arrived. Well, let's go ahead and talk to Talvish. In the midst of this revelation, you still remember all too clearly that not long before Sickle dragged you into the soul stream against your will and almost banished your soul from Aaron. And as a minute ticks by you begin to feel the residual impact of the divine assault. Nightrow, are you alright? I'm afraid I did not foresee Sickle's interference, nor what he will attempt to do to you. And now his actions have damaged both your body and your soul. But from that I discerned what Sickle was trying to do. His intent was to trigger the destruction of Urge, to separate your soul from your body in the soul stream, where you will be at your most vulnerable. It made sense that he will pursue such a course. After all, He didn't know that I will be with you. Well, he is a god. Yes, that is true. Sigil is a god. A god of this world created by Adam's Demani, the lord of all gods. Talvish. Are you saying that divine light can even be used against the gods? Well, if you consider in our battles, we have been fighting beings that wield the power of a god, even if it's otherworldly. That's right. In those battles, we called upon the power granted to us by Adam's Demani. Talvish offers no answer, only standing in silence. I know what I said is a lot to take in, but I hope that you'll support my hopes all the same. I'll give you some time to think and reflect, of course. I'm certain you must understand what I've gone through, to some extent. There's doubt that gnaws at your heart, waiting on a voice that never answers. The question about what meaning your existence has in this world. So please, let me do this. The good things about this world will not change. I just want the parts that are lacking to become better, to guide the world along the right path. Balance is all things is the key to this, even if it's portends a measure of pain. What do you mean? Well, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I had to come to this, Nightrow, my old friend. Approach Talvish, enter Shadow Mission. Talvish closes his eye, sighing with a deep regret. What I'm gonna do here? Let me read this. Uh, what's going to happen here? And Evelyn is crying? Question mark. Damn, I really wish I could have lost some weight for my character. Nani? What is that? It's a sword! I got stabbed. No! What are you doing? Nightrow! Ah, this is bad. What is Talvish doing? That's a good question. Nightrow, are you alright? What? Atlam cries out from nearby. You hear Talvish's voice as well, so clear and direct that you can feel the anguish in his words. What am I supposed to do? If you resent me because of this, if you hate me, I understand, and I accept your anger. You'll be well within your right, my friend. I know it must be painful, but please, bear with me. Your ordeal will be over soon. Seemingly satisfied with the state of things, Talvish relaxes his guard. No! Atlam! Huh? Atlam, stop! Oh fuck, what's gonna happen? Atlam strides resolutely forward, interposing himself between you and Talvish. Talvish, come on! Is this really what you want to do? Are you telling me this is Adam's Demoni's will? To hurt others? To allow people to suffer? Was everything we did just for this? Adam, I would not expect you to understand. The grand design is regrettably beyond your can. Or keen, whatever. Adam cuts Talvish off, continuing his diatribe, whatever. You're right, Commander Talvish, or Elder Talvish, I guess. It's just like you said, the scope of everything that's going on here is way too big for me to proceed at all, to process at all. Damn it. I mean, maybe it's just a lack of faith in my part. Maybe I look like a fool to you getting worked up over this. But even so, it just doesn't add up for me. I don't understand what holy purpose we could possibly be serving by hurting people like Nightrow. It's not right. Hadlam. You've grown so much already in this short of time. Please stop this, Talvish. I cannot. I have no desire to delay this any further. Oh wait. Ah! When I first met you, you were every inch a boy. Now, however, I see a man grown before me. I confess, I was not expecting this. In this world, there's a thing one cannot lay hold of with one's own power. Deeds and ideals cannot be achieved no matter how hard or how earnestly one tries. And yet, this is a thing so important, so dear that whatever he risk, whatever sacrifice must be made, that price must be paid. Nightrow, Caswin, Merlin, you must understand. I do. Even the prophets can perform the summoning ritual. Without the body they came here hoping to find. How do you wait? Wait, don't tell me. You're not gonna sacrifice Nightrow, are you? That'll be one way to go about it, yes. But I will do no such thing, however. It is true that body contains great concentration of divine light. It is necessary to summon otherworldly beings. But even with such a body, it's a requirement. Talvish looks directly at you for a moment. I firmly believe it's possible to do so without sacrificing someone's life. If one's possessing the requisite power performs the ritual of their own will, even a god from another world can be called forth without anyone having to die furthermore. Considering that we have already seen a being summoned as a result of a ritual performed in the very manner, a being who even now stands here among us. Even without looking, you feel everyone's gaze filling upon you. Enough. I spent too long explaining myself. Now is the time for action, and I cannot allow any of you to interfere. My divine light! Mine too! I can't bring any of my powers to bear. How is he doing this? No sooner do I try call upon the divine light then it scatters. As quickly as it was conjured, it can scarcely keep a hold of it. As I told, damn, I'm getting cold now. Oh shit! As I told you, this won't take long. Please don't try to interfere. Telford turns away, looking towards the out. Ah, my God! I can't even speak up because I'm cold. Whatever. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was mostly dialogue up until this point. Oh my God, it's so cold. Either way, whatever. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna do some more videos. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish this playthrough soon enough. According to this, there's another one after this. Well, after I talk to Atlam and Merlin, I'll have another quest. Well, another shadow quest where I had to fight something. Or something, I'm not sure. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.